What's up everybody? So today we have with us a new mechanical keyboard that we're going to be unboxing. I'm very excited for this. My last mechanical keyboard was around 3 or 4 years ago, and it was the Keychron K3. I absolutely love it. But recently when I was washing the keycaps, I accidentally drained away a few of them. Well, that was my bad. But that has given us a chance to get a new mechanical keyboard. And this time around when I went shopping, I saw that the NuPhy NuPhy Air-75 has been making the rounds. So that's what I decided to get. And without any further delay, let's get unboxing. So I ordered these from the NuPhy website because I live here in Ireland, and if you go to Amazon UK, what you can find is that it costed almost twice or more than that. So I decided to get it right here on the NuPhy website, and it costed me around 100 including the shipping. So let's go. And let's close this. There you go. And there we have it, the NuPhy Air-75. This time I did go with the light colors. My Keychron K3 was all dark colors, this one here, and I like the look of it, but you know, just when I looked at the pictures and videos of the NuPhy in the gray keycaps, I felt like this will be much more of a bolder statement. So that's what we have. It's always satisfying to get these plastics out, but this one, yeah, I don't know. It's a kind of thinner plastic, so it wasn't that satisfying. Well, as you guys can see, it's 16mm ultra thin design. It's an aluminum body, 2500 mAh of battery, which is, I believe, 1,000 more than what we had with the Keychron K3. Low profile mechanical. Now I did get the blue switches because I like the tactile feel, the clicky and tactile feel of it. Ultra thin PBT keycaps. Now, this being PBT means that the light is not going to shine through the letters. The Keychrons, I don't remember what they're called, the keycaps, the material they're made with, but that allows for the light to pass through these. The downside being the keycaps start looking oily after some time. Well, and the RGB side light. Alright, let's get down there. There we have it, guys. I love this green color, to be honest. There's a quick startup guide, and for some reason they have their own anime character right here, if you guys can see. I don't know why they had to make it like, I don't know, overly sexual thing, but you have these stickers, NuPhy stickers. There you go. And then before we get to the keyboard, we have the USB-A to USB-C cable, which you can use to either charge this keyboard or use it as a wired keyboard if you wish to. Then we have here, oh, that's interesting. They have sent samples of brown, red, and blue key switches, which I wasn't expecting. That's a nice touch. And then apart from that, we have the 2.4 gigahertz dongle. This keyboard does support Bluetooth, but it also supports 2.4 gigahertz dongle, which is also another reason why I got it. I'll let you know about the exact reason in my review. And then we have some extra legs for this, or leg pads, you might want to call. And then we have the keycap and the switch puller. And then we have the alternate keys for Windows, which I'm definitely not going to use, and I'm happy that I'm not going to, but there you go. You have the keys if you are into that, or if you use Windows. And then we have leg risers. Now these fit really well. And again, we'll see these later on in the video. So getting to the keyboard. Oh, this is heavy. I like it. This has some substance as compared to my Keychron, which is kind of lighter than this. I need to check the specs on the weight on both of these, but I actually like the solid feel of this. And we have our keyboard here. So there you have it, the NuPhy Air-75 in the white keycaps in the middle. And I really actually like these panda colored. The tone of this is very similar to what we saw with the Pixel phones and where they had the colored power button, and I really like it. And that's also another reason I thought they look better with the white ones. They do also have some Christmas themed keycaps and stuff like that, but I don't want to go for that obviously. Yeah, so from front, as you can see, this is an aluminum chassis. There's two LED lights here which indicate different things. And we have the 75% layout with the arrow keys, but not the number keys and stuff like that. The keycaps are shaped in a different way than the flatter ones, as you see on the Keychron. Well, flat, not really. But what I mean is these go straight down vertically, whereas these taper inwards. So that's a little bit of a difference. Other than that, there's quite a few differences, which we'll see in the full review later on in terms of the angling of the keycaps with Keychron and stuff like that. And we'll also see how it works out. Well, on the back, you can see this is like a semi-transparent plastic. And I like that. I was hoping that this was going to be a little more transparent, to be honest. I would love to see the look inside, the PCB looking through. But anyways, this is what we have, and it's not bad, you know. So we have the NuPhy thing here. Apparently, we are supposed to take this out. I don't know why it says open. I don't know if you can see that it says open as if it's something that we're going to be opening, but it's just a kind of plastic protection and with a really nice steel plate here, designed by NuPhy Studio in Shenzhen, made in China. And here we have our two buttons. Again, with Keychron, we had them on this side. Here we have them here. The Keychron has the charging port in the middle, versus the NuPhy has it on the left. Again, the attention to detail is what I like. The accent color for these matches the escape button. I really like that. That looks cool. I do wish they had given another color for the delete key, similar to the Keychron, where, I mean, of course, for the Keychron, it's the light button and not the delete key, but I would have liked that. Also, I don't know what this key does. I was wondering before I ordered what this key will do, and I'll have to test it. There is a software that does come with NuPhy now. Earlier, they didn't have, when they released the NuPhy, they didn't have a software. It was some third-party software that you have to use, but now they have their own software. It'll be really fun to check that out. Anyways, so this braided cable is really nice actually in quality. I love it. I think it's much better quality than what I got with my Keychron. The Keychron cable was just like a rubber finished normal cable. This one is completely braided, and I do think it's longer than the one I had gotten with Keychron. Coming to the keycaps, you know what? I do want to test these. So I did used to use two keyboards before, the Keychron for typing and then a wired one with brown switches for gaming. But this time I decided I wanted to get rid of two keyboard thingy and just have one. And I'll, again, in the full review, do come back for that. I'll talk about why exactly. But I've never tried the red switches. So let's see how... the blue ones first. I just love this tick 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 sound. Absolutely beautiful. Here. That's the blue. Now the brown ones. As you can hear, there's no click. It's just a silent kind of thing. And I wonder what red will be. They're supposed to be mushier than the brown. Yeah, to be honest, of course, to each its own. But I don't know why people go for mechanical if they're going for red and brown, because they don't give you that click. So it's just like using a membrane keyboard, for me at least. So I don't know what benefit they get from using a mechanical one with these switches. But hey, and like I said, there's the 2.4 gigahertz receiver, very mute. There's nothing written here, not even the 2.4 gigahertz. Unlike what Logitech will, do. Usually they'll have a unifying receiver symbol. Logitech 2.4, everything written out there on such a small thing. But this is very clean, and I like that. A little bit of ASMR there. Like we talked about, these are the alternate keys. And then, last but not least, we have the riser legs. So these actually are magnetic, and I love it actually. So you can just kind of place them here if you want a better angle, and I like this. Because, and you're gonna laugh at this, with the Keychrons, I didn't like the angle, and I just made some placeholder risers. I do feel like this is gonna be too low for me as well. I might have to do something, but this time I'm gonna do a better job than using super glue and some cable holders as my risers. I promise that. So, alright. So that's the NuPhy Air-75 in all its glory. I'll get to using this and I'll let you guys know how it turns out. just before you go, I'm gonna leave you guys with a sound test of this, a little bit of ASMR. So here it is.